Researchers at a major AI lab tested prompts written by the AI itself against prompts written by actual humans, and the AI-written ones won by up to 50% while taking 70% less time to produce. That's not a marketing claim, that's a real published finding, and it points to something most people using ChatGPT have never actually tried: letting the model write your prompt for you instead of writing it yourself. It works because you're not actually bad at describing what you want, you're just not a trained prompt engineer, and ChatGPT genuinely is one. So instead of struggling to phrase the perfect request, you hand it the job of phrasing it correctly for you. I only share methods I test myself, so everything here came from actually running this technique on real tasks, not from copying someone else's screenshot. Quick ask before we start: like this video and subscribe, it genuinely helps. Let's name this properly first, because the technique has an actual term, and understanding it changes how you use it. This is called meta prompting, and the shift is simple. Instead of designing the prompt yourself and hoping it lands, you ask the model to design the prompt, then you use what it hands back. Think of the difference this way. Normal prompting is asking directly for the fish. Meta prompting is asking for a fishing rod built specifically for the water you're fishing in. The output of a meta prompt isn't your final answer, it's a better prompt, one built with the structure and specificity a trained prompt engineer would use, that you then actually run to get your real result. Let's walk through exactly how to do this, step by step, because the format matters more than people expect. Start by telling ChatGPT your actual goal in plain language, not a fully polished prompt, just an honest description of the outcome you're after. Then explicitly ask it to act as an expert prompt engineer and build the best possible master prompt for that specific goal, rather than answering the underlying question directly. Here's the part almost everyone skips, and it's the part that makes the biggest difference. Instruct it to ask you clarifying questions first, covering things like your target audience, your constraints, your desired tone, and your preferred format before it writes anything. Answer those questions honestly and specifically, because the quality of the final prompt depends entirely on the quality of information you feed back into that clarifying step. Only after that exchange should you ask it to output the finished, ready-to-use prompt, and at that point you have something genuinely engineered for your specific situation, not a generic template. Let's run through a real example so you can see exactly how much this changes the output. I started with a rough, honest goal. I need a cold email from my B2B SaaS product that actually gets replies instead of getting ignored. Instead of turning that into an email immediately, I asked ChatGPT to build me the best possible master prompt for that goal and to ask me clarifying questions first. It came back asking about my specific audience, the pain point my product solves, my typical email length, and whether I wanted a formal or conversational tone. Once I answered those, it handed me back a structured prompt built around my specific answers, complete with placeholders I could reuse for future emails just by swapping in a new company name and pain point each time. That reusable structure is the real payoff here. I didn't just get one good email, I got a repeatable system for generating good emails going forward. Now here's the mistake that undercuts this entire technique for most people, and it's genuinely worth watching for. People try to cram everything into one giant meta prompt at once. The goal, 10 different constraints, multiple formats, several edge cases, all in a single overloaded message.
That overload confuses the model exactly the same way it would confuse a human assistant handed a chaotic, unstructured brief, and the resulting prompt comes back vague and unfocused instead of sharp and specific. The fix is discipline. Keep each meta prompting request focused on one or two main instructions, and if your actual task is genuinely complex, break it into a short sequence of smaller prompts instead of one overloaded request. Build your prompt in layers. Get the core structure right first, then refine specific pieces afterward, rather than trying to nail every detail in a single pass. There's a second trap worth naming directly, because it can quietly cost you money for no real reason. A growing number of paid browser extensions and standalone websites exist purely to optimize your prompts, charging a recurring monthly fee for something that's fundamentally just this exact meta prompting technique wrapped in a nicer interface. Some of these tools genuinely add convenience, drop-down menus instead of typing, saved presets, but the core technique underneath almost all of them is something you can run yourself inside ChatGPT for free right now with zero subscription required. Before paying for any prompt optimization tool, ask yourself honestly whether you're paying for a genuine extra capability or just paying for a slightly nicer wrapper around a technique you could type out yourself in under a minute. Here's the golden tip that turns this from a one-time trick into an actual permanent tool in your workflow. Once you've built a meta-prompt structure that works well for a task you repeat often, cold emails, blog outlines, code review requests, save that exact meta-prompt somewhere you can reuse it, either as a custom GPT with those instructions built in, or simply pinned in a project you return to regularly. That turns a one-off trick into a personal prompt generating tool you built yourself, tailored to exactly how you work, instead of a generic technique you have to remember and retype every single time you need it. The people getting the most value out of ChatGPT right now aren't writing better prompts by hand. They've built themselves a small system that writes better prompts for them automatically. I test new AI deals every week. If a new free method comes out, you'll see it here first. One last note before you go build this yourself. This technique works the same way across most major AI assistants, not just one specific platform. So if you split your work across multiple tools, the same meta-prompting structure travels with you. Start with just one recurring task you do often. Build a meta-prompt for it today, and you'll likely never go back to writing that specific type of prompt by hand again. In the next video, I'm building a full personal prompt library this exact way, 5 different recurring tasks, 5 reusable master prompts, so you can see the entire system built from scratch in one sitting. Subscribing is the only way you'll catch that build before it's finished.